This is Madhav.
Hare Krishna, Madhav. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for your wonderful
Hare
explanation.
Krishna, Mataji. This is Ryan Gala on the movie theater.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, this is Balavita
Hare
on
Krishna
the movie.
Mataji. This is Karanji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Mataji, this is Balavinda on the movie theater. Mataji.
Yes, I see both of you are in the theater. Okay,
Yeah,
you're on the
no,
big
we're in the
screen.
movie theater.
Yeah, you're on a
Because
big
I like to be on the because Mataji. Wait, I have something for you.
Okay, so thank you all for chanting and let's get started with today's session. Today we will do a moral story. Okay, this week's Ramayana pastime was very short. It was a short story, right? So we will see what we have for today. Let's start with our prayers. All together. You ready for the story? Tushita, is it your birthday? Tushita, in your background, I see a lot of decoration. That's why I was asking.
It's not my birthday. My birthday already left.
Already.
January.
Sorry, Mataji, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, just I was telling
My
that
birthday now.
January.
Not
So, but she didn't
In October, you have a birthday.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Shubhadrangi Dari.
Hare Krishna, Subhadra and Giritari. Hare
As
Krishna.
I late Mataji of the prayers.
Don't worry,
But I'm not
prayers
late.
are. Yeah, we
So
included
I'm
you.
not
in the prayers.
late. So that means I'm not late for the moral story.
No, you're not late for the moral story. So let's get started, okay? Okay, today's story is on the elephant and his tusk.
Elephants.
Yeah, elephant. Everyone likes elephant, right?
Yes, Mataji.
So this is a very special elephant. Let's see what's special about this elephant. Okay, first of all, you see, what is the color of the elephant?
White. White.
What is the color of
White.
normal elephants?
White. White. White.
What is the color of a regular elephant? White.
Red.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, so once upon a time, a beautiful white color baby elephant was born. So everyone was like wondering, he looks so divine, he looks so beautiful. And oh, okay, I think I pasted the wrong one. As the elephant grew, elephant was very nice tempered. Okay, this baby elephant, he cared so much about everybody. So see, sometimes when elephants, they are big, right? So sometimes they trample on other.
This elephant's got big too.
Mm.
When they were small.
Yeah, so some when elephants, they are in a mad rush, sometimes they crush other animals under their big feet, right? So the white elephant would say, see, we should not do this, we should always help others. So they were saying, oh, if you don't like what we are doing, then you go away. Okay, so he says, I cannot see how you're harassing the others, so I have to leave from here. And so the white elephant, he decides to leave. And because he's so friendly with everyone, he always was there to help the other animals. Okay, whenever they have any difficulty. So one day, what happened? A person, okay, a poor laborer, he became lost in the dense forest. And in the forest, what happens? Do you know? When it gets a little dark, it becomes very difficult to see because there are so many trees, right? All the sunlight gets covered. So he was like, oh, it's becoming so dark. I've lost my way. And if I don't find my way out, I will die in this jungle itself because there are so many ferocious animals. So suddenly he saw the white elephant coming, and the white elephant came towards him. So the person, he got so scared that he started running. And all of a sudden, the white elephant started talking to him, and he said, don't run in that direction. See, if you have to stop. You're going deeper and deeper into the forest. Ooh, so the man was actually screaming, oh my God, my death is near. Oh God, please help me. So when he heard the elephant speak, the person, he stopped and he said, oh, he looks friendly. He seems harmless. Maybe what he's saying is true. Let me see. And so the white elephant told him, oh, you seem to have lost your way. How can I help you? And the person said, see, I'm a very poor villager. I wanted to go to the city because I want to make some money. I have to support my entire family. So please help me. He said, okay, don't worry. Now the sun is going to set. It is going to become very dark. So you stay with me for tonight. Tomorrow, I will drop you on the way to the city. So the elephant took him to a very nice, cozy, safe cave. He gave him nice fruits and they became very good friends. Okay, and he said, see, eat this delicious food. You please take some rest here. And after that, the elephant guided him on the way to the city. So after this, that poor man, he came to jeweler. Okay. And he wanted to see how he can become rich. So he saw this ivory artist. You know what ivory is?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Okay, you see, what does an elephant have?
I know.
Huh?
Mataji, I know. Ivory is elephant's tusk.
Very good. So you see, this man has got what is an elephant's tusk. Okay. So ivory is actually it is considered to be very, very precious. And before there was this large scale. How do they get it? They get it from elephant's tusks. So they will chop off an elephant's tusk, and that is what they use to make these articles. You know, it will be all nice gift items. They will make very, very precious items they will make out of it. Okay.
But Mataji, does that hurt the elephant? It really hurts the elephant badly.
Exactly. Good point.
That's the
Good
death.
point, Balavinda.
That's like the death because that's like the death.
No, actually, if you just cut little bit, it is not so bad. But the problem is, what do these people do? They're very greedy, right? So when they are going to get the elephant's tusk, what do? They chop it off in such a way that even the elephant
Mataji,
dies from pain. Okay.
Mataji,
Yeah. Yes.
it's because if you chop somebody or a person or a place or something like that or an animal, you get a sin.
Okay. Can I tell you something? When you cut your nails, do you feel any pain?
No.
Mataji.
No, Mataji.
The rhino's tusk. You see, the rhinoceros also has a tusk, right? Elephant's tusk. Yeah, that is also.
No. Oh, Mataji.
Hippopotamus.
No,
Hippopotamus.
Mataji, right?
Hippopotamus doesn't have tusks. Rhinoceros has. Okay.
No, Mataji, a rhinoceros does not have tusks.
There's a horn.
Sorry.
Sorry, I would call it a horn. Right. Okay. So yeah, so this person, he comes to the city and he sees an ivory artist and he says, oh, you're selling the most expensive items. What is it made of? So the person said, oh, they are made of ivory. Ivory is very costly. Where does it come from? It comes from elephants. People love ivory items. They are ready to pay any price for it. So he says, I was also a poor villager like you, but this business has made me rich very quickly. So the villager says, oh, I have seen an elephant. He has ivory with him. He has nice long tusks. I have seen him in the jungle. So he said, yeah, it is very difficult to catch these elephants. You know, many people lose their lives trying to get ivory from the jungles. That is why it's very costly, because it's very risky to get it. So the person was like, oh, the white elephant was very helpful. So let me go and ask him, okay, if I can get a small piece of ivory from his tusks, I will be able to get rid of all the debt, okay, for my family. And I can help my family. So he goes to the jungle and where the elephant was staying, and he says, see, and he gives a very sad story. He says, I am in my neck, up to my neck in debt, which means I have a lot of debt. Okay, I can't easily relieve myself from it. And he says, oh, even one piece of tusk from you is going to save me. You are not going to lose anything, right? Because he's saying like, okay, we cut our nails, that time it doesn't hurt us. Same way, little piece of ivory is not going to hurt you. So he says, you are not going to lose anything by parting with a small piece of your tusk, but my family will be saved. So the elephant, because he's very, very kind and generous and compassionate, he says, okay, if that's going to solve your problem, I am ready to help you. And then he cuts it off. See how he chops it off? If you chop more, it's very, very dangerous for the elephant. Okay, you should not do that. It's very bad. So he says, see, what you have with you is not an ordinary tusk. They're very, very costly. And more importantly, all my wisdom is coming from there, he's saying. So this person, he goes back to the city and he goes to the market and he sells it to this person, to this person in the shop, to this merchant. And he gets a very nice amount. He gets a lot of money for the tusk. And the person says, wow, these tusks are the best I have ever seen. If you have more of these, please, I'm willing to pay you nicely. Bring more. So this villager, he slowly solved all his problems, with that much money that he received. He made a decent saving. He was able to get rid of all his debt. But what happened? The person started, he got little money now, right? He got little, so now he started getting more and more greedy, right? He wants more money. So he's like, oh, he starts thinking, if I cut any more of the tusk, then the elephant will suffer, right? When we cut the tip of our nails, it doesn't hurt us, right? But when we go cut inside, what happens? Blood starts coming out, it pains, right? In the same way, the elephant will suffer very badly. So, but he said, oh, I should not be sentimental. I should get hold of those precious stumps of the tusk that I left behind. And like this, he goes back to the elephant and he makes up a nice, now he has to make up a story because he has already made enough money. He doesn't have any more debt problems, or he doesn't have any more money that he is owed other people. So he says, see, many thieves attacked my house. They looted everything from my house. I lost everything. Can you please give me those tusks? I want your help. So the white elephant says, see, you cut off part of my tusk. If you're going to pluck out the stump, it is going to be very painful to me. But look at this elephant. He's saying, if this is going to solve your problem, then I'm willing to sacrifice it and endure the pain. And the villager, see, he doesn't even care. Look at what he's thinking. He's saying, ha ha ha, now I'll become richer. But the elephant is in such great pain. Okay, he convinced the elephant because of his emotional way of speaking. But the elephant was in such great pain. And the greedy the greedy villager, he took those tusk pieces. See, the elephant is lying there in pain. And he started rushing towards the city. What happened though? His intention was bad, right? He had bad intention. So what? He was lost in thought. He was thinking, oh, I'm going to make so much more money. And from this, I'm going to build a big palace. And all those dreams started coming up. He did not look down to see where he was walking. And so he walked into a deep valley and he died. Now, the elephant, although he doesn't have his tusks anymore, he still continued to help all the other animals and everyone in the forest. Okay, so the moral of the story is that when we do good for others, even if they are exploiting us, they will get punished by Krishna. If someone is not doing the right thing to us, they will get punished by Krishna. We don't have to worry about it. Okay. But we should continue doing good. We should not worry about taking revenge on someone. That is the moral that they have to say. But I want to know what each one of you have to say. What is your realization? So let me stop sharing. Okay. Let's start with Ryan.
So Mataji, I have two questions. Is that we should not, so if you cut off the elephant's tusk, the elephant cannot be able to grow another tusk, and you should not be greedy and cut off elephant's tusk because we can't be rich for dad.
Right.
You gotta earn money by working.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Ryan. So what you're saying is, you don't simply take another person, harm another person for your own sake, right? That's what I understood. Is that what you said? Okay, thank you, Ryan.
Yes,
Sushita.
We should not be greedy. If we be greedy, sometimes Krishna punish you.
Very nice. Yeah, if you're greedy, Krishna will punish us. Thank you so much, Tushita. Live on.
Thank you, Mataji. You should not hurt nature.
Thank you so much, Livan. Does your friend want to say anything?
No.
No. Okay. Let's ask Gaurangi. Thank you so much, Livan.
And I have a one story is like that with Krishna and Balaram.
Uh-huh.
And when that wicked person was breaking the tops of the elephant, the elephants can die or the elephants can have bleed. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Gaurangi. Janavi, you're next.
I want to say that we should not give pain to others and we should not be greedy.
Very nice. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yes, Deepak.
So you should not be greedy and just earn money by he could have went to it. You should, if you're killing nature in a job, you should switch jobs.
Wow. Nice, Deepak. Is Kaushi there? I don't think so.
Yes.
Ah, Kaushi, you're there.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Kaushi. I couldn't see you in the microwave. So. Or TV, microwave. Okay, go ahead, Kaushi.
You should not take anybody's things or tasks from the elephant because Krishna might punish you badly.
Very good. Thank you, Kaushi. Yes, Balavrinda.
Mataji, I want to tell something really important, which is really important. If we cut somebody, like, you know how people like, if somebody, like, you know, sometimes we get bleeding nose when somebody cut their nose, or it might just happen. The same thing if somebody just chopped the elephant the elephant tusk, then it will also get bleeding.
Good. It will get
nose,
hurt
how
very
it gets-
badly. Yes, very good.
like bleeding nose,
Yeah.
like how humans get it. And also, it's not really nice to do that because animals get pain, and it's not really good. We should care about others and
Exactly.
feel safe.
Yes, very good. Thank you so much, Balavrinda. Sudevi.
Yes, Mataji. What I learned from the story is that we should not become too greedy like the businessman.
Mhm.
He became greedy and then he fell into a pit, and so we should also not be too greedy, otherwise we will get a bad reaction.
Yes, it's all karma, right? Whatever bad we do, yeah, we have to face the reaction, right? Thank you so much, Sudevi.
Yeah, today's Srila Prabhupada quote is that only. Yesterday's quote was that. Yeah.
Yeah, about
Prabhupada
Mamsa.
quote.
Yes.
Any kid can read, Mataji, that when you
I
can
want
post,
to,
you
I
can
want
share
to.
that.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, Madhav, you go ahead, Madhav. I'll find it.
See,
We should not be greedy and we should be helpful to others. Thank you, Mother.
kind to others.
Very good.
Mataji, it is today's quote, Mataji, I'm sending you.
I saw it, Mataji. When I eat meat, Srila Prabhupada is saying, okay, in Vrindavan, April 7th, 1976. Okay. When I eat meat, mamsa, it means this animal also will eat me again. You cannot escape this. Life for life. That is the- Hang on, Ryan. One sec. That is the law. If you have murdered somebody, you must be killed also. You cannot escape. Sorry, you can escape the so-called state laws, but you cannot escape the laws of material nature. That's what Srila Prabhupada is saying. So if you do something bad, definitely you will get the bad reaction for it. Okay, don't think Krishna is not seeing. Krishna sees everything. Yes, yes, Ryan.
I want to show you a magic trick.
Oh, okay. Let everyone get a chance to say, and then we will do. Okay, Madhav. Thank you, Madhav. Yes. Oh, you have the quote in your book.
Yeah, it's the same quote.
Very nice. Yes. Okay, April 7th. Very good. Yes. So Subhadra and Giridhari are next. Ryan, when you are in the breakout room, we can see. Okay, Kana?
Yeah.
Subhadra and Giridhari. Oh, Subhadra, go ahead.
So Mataji, I learned from the moral story that you should always pay attention where you're looking at, because that's a punishment for Krishna. Because and you should never kill animals,
Right.
because you could get a sin in next life. You could be an animal, and the person who you killed will kill you.
Exactly. Very nice. That's what Srila Prabhupada is
And
trying to
if you kill more people than one, then all the people who you killed, they'll kill you.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Subhadra.
And Mataji,
Yes.
one last thing is that if you kill someone, you can never go back to Godhead. You have to keep going on birth to death again and again.
You have to go to even hell, right? If you don't get the punishment here, you'll have to go to hell to suffer the reactions, because what you are doing is a very, very bad sin. Okay, so next, thank you so much, Subhadra. Next is Vishnu.
If we go to Harinam, Krishna like it.
Very nice. If you go for Harinam, Krishna will like it. Thank you so much, Vishnu. Vikram Kashi. You'll have to unmute.
So if you hurt somebody, you must get the punishment back always.
Wow. Always, yes, you're right, Vikram. Very good, very nice. Who else didn't say? Raghav, do you want to say something?
I just came now.
Hare Krishna. Nice to see you. Okay, no problem. Palvit, Prithu. I think Palvit also just came now. Okay, so then Anjana Gopika Mataji.
Mataji, I did not know the story. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Palvit. I know, Palvit, you came a little late, no problem. Anjana Gopika Mataji is going to teach us the shloka and the rhyme now, okay? So let us get that. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Wait, let us see. Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Krishna. Dhanus.
Okay, Dhanus Pranam Mataji. Very nice moral story, yes? It's a very, very nice.
It's Madhav.
Haribol Madhav, Haribol everyone. Now we will learn the sloka, okay? Okay. We will along the sloka. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. Kamayesa Krodayesa. Rajoguna Samudbhava. Mahasano Mahapapma. Mahasano Mahapapma. Vidyena miha vairinam. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. Kamayesa Krodayesa. Rajoguna Samudbhava. Mahasano Mahapapma. Vidyena miha vairinam. Bhagavanu Vacha. Kamayesa Krodayesa. Rajoguna Samudbhava. Mahasano Mahapapma. Vidyena miha vairinam. Krishna says here it's lost only, yes. If somebody just like that person was so greedy because he wanted more and more and he ultimately he died. Yes, like that, it's everything lost only. That is the enemy, from loss, the anger come and greed come, both comes together, okay? If you cannot fulfill your desire, either it comes anger or greed. The same thing is Krishna is saying in this sloka, okay?
The Supreme Personality of
Yeah, read. You can read. Whoever wants to read.
Supreme Personality of
Only Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material world of passion, later transformed into wrath and is all the devouring sinful enemy of the material world
Krishna killed Agasura and saved
Krishna killed the
Everyone may not know. Everyone will know this rhyme. Okay. Krishna killed Agasura and saved us all. Came up and brought us out. Now we can play on his sword.
Now he just came out and now we play on his body. Now
Krishna killed Agasura and saved his soul.
and save his soul.
Okay, we will go to the break room. Mataji will take us. You all can practice in the break room, okay?
Oh, it's correct.
Yeah.
The